Factories define vehicle geometry before defining the vehicle itself.
Stamping sets tolerances that no later system can escape. Every panel is shaped assuming future constraints already exist. Body geometry is fixed long before intelligence is added.
Robotic welding removes human interpretation from structure. Each weld exists to eliminate uncertainty, not add strength.
Alignment jigs decide whether a vehicle can ever be correct. Structure is validated before anything can be hidden inside. Inspection happens early because errors compound downstream. Frames move as references, not as products. Structural precision replaces craftsmanship. Repeatability matters more than flexibility at scale. Body rigidity determines future noise and vibration behavior. Geometry errors cannot be corrected by software.
Factories assume bodies will never be adjusted later. Structural defects are cheaper to reject early.
Metal fatigue is prevented through design, not testing.
Body shells represent frozen assumptions. Once welded, the system commits. Structural completion signals a point of no return.
Everything that follows must adapt to the body.
The factory optimizes geometry before function.
Form precedes intelligence. Vehicle's identity begins as geometry. Energy storage dictates vehicle architecture. Batteries define mass before motion exists.
Cells are grouped by behavior, not order. Battery modules balance risk, not capacity. Thermal paths are designed before performance is measured. Cooling exists to protect chemistry, not comfort.
Energy density forces compact design decisions.
Battery packs impose structural limits. Mass distribution is locked when batteries are installed.
Heavy systems move last to avoid rework.
Energy integration prioritizes containment. Battery installation defines vehicle balance. High voltage demands physical separation. Electrical isolation precedes activation.
Energy safety overrides efficiency goals.
Battery enclosures act as structural members.
Energy systems dominate underfloor design.
Battery failures shape factory safety rules. Containment matters more than access. Energy flow is planned before it is allowed.
Batteries turn frames into vehicles.
Once installed, geometry cannot change.
Energy systems close structural decisions.
The vehicle becomes an energy platform. Control systems are introduced only when hardware is predictable.
Sensors exist to observe, not decide.
Data precedes authority. Software compensates for mechanical imperfection. Control units translate physics into signals. Wiring paths are fixed to avoid ambiguity. Signal integrity matters more than speed. Calibration assumes worst-case behavior. Software is installed cautiously. Authority is granted in stages. Diagnostics verify readiness, not performance. Control logic depends on stable inputs. Software activation follows physical validation.
Errors are isolated before systems interact.
Digital control reduces mechanical tolerance demands. Data integrity defines system trust. Software cannot correct unknown behavior.
Control layers depend on earlier discipline. Digital identity emerges after physical certainty.
Intelligence is layered, not assumed. Machines wait for permission to act. Signals must be trusted before commands. Control replaces mechanical adjustment. The system begins to think.
Testing searches for failure, not success.
Stress reveals what design assumptions hide. Environmental tests compress years into hours. Vibration exposes cumulative tolerances.
Water testing assumes inevitable intrusion. Noise reveals structural compromise. Human inspection targets anomalies. Machines detect pattern. Humans detect exceptions.
Quality control exists where prediction ends. Rare failures matter more than common ones.
Safety margins are validated repeatedly.
Testing isolates interactions, not components.
Risk is addressed before release.
Inspection bays slow production deliberately.
Failures teach the system.
Rework paths, anticipate mistakes.
Quality decisions override throughput.
Approval reflects confidence, not perfection. Systems learn through rejection.
Testing protects reputation.
Risk tolerance is engineered. Human judgment closes automated loops. Validation precedes scale.
Trust is earned under stress.
Logistics begin before production ends. Finished vehicles become inventory risks.
Throughput defines factory rhythm.
Line speed is limited by verification. Buffers absorb uncertainty.
Packaging protects systems, not appearance. Transport immobilizes capability.
Documentation becomes part of the product.
Global compliance shapes production.
Scale amplifies small design flaws.
Factories optimize for survival.
Efficiency trades against resilience. Learning continues after release. Data feeds future design cycles. Manufacturing maturity defines product maturity. Systems evolve slower than models. Factories outlive vehicles.
Vehicles express system decisions.
Scale forces discipline.
Reality resists innovation speed.
Control replaces improvisation.
Stability becomes a goal. Factories reveal truth.
The vehicle exits as a verified system.